The world of technology is constantly evolving, and that's for the better more times than not. If you look at 1922 and then 2022, you're going to see many differences that you'll wonder how people survived back then. Hint, many didn't. But other avenues of technology are questionable at best, including Mark Zuckerberg's upcoming project called Metaverse, where people are meant to interact with one another on another plane. That on its own is enough to talk about, but despite it not being operational yet, people are trying to make money off of it. So allow us to show you how to make money with the Metaverse. Number 10. What is the Metaverse? In short, it is a boundless 3D digital world accessed as easily as the internet, where we do things like hang out in a park, play a game, see a concert, or suffer through a work conference. So, things like we did in Second Life, just with better graphics and interaction. If you're curious about the origins of this concept, we need to go back in time a little bit. A computer scientist named Jaron Lanier first coined the term virtual reality in the 80s, and the first applications for VR were airlines, car makers, NASA, and the military. They were the only ones who could afford the technology. Back then, a VR headset might cost as much as $3 million in current dollars, Lanier estimates. It was expensive and hard to come up with a business model to make enough money from an arcade situation, he says. The actual term Metaverse comes from a best-selling 1992 sci-fi novel, Snow Crash. Its author, Neil Stephenson, imagined a dystopian world where the book's main character, a hacker pizza delivery guy named Hero Protagonist, travels back and forth from his grim reality to a 3D virtual cityscape, the Metaverse, that stretches for over 40,000 miles. Stevens' work would later influence the Matrix series and Ready Player One, a 2018 Steven Spielberg film based on the book by Ernest Cline from 7 years earlier. Now, regardless of where it came from, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook are going to be dumping billions into this project, and conveniently, it was announced right after 60 Minutes exposed them for how they conduct their business. And they want people to be involved in this as many ways as possible. But of course, that also means that people will want to literally capitalize on the metaverse, and there are some rather simplistic ways that this can happen. Number 9, NFTs. The NFT craze is all gas and no brakes at the moment. In 2021, they've mostly exploded in the art world, with headline-grabbing news like Beeple's $69 million NFT auction, or the Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunk's incredible price run. But in the metaverse, you'll be able to turn any of your creations into an NFT or a non-fungible token and sell them in the open marketplaces. The metaverse will rely on avatars, mansions, apparel, collectible cards, equipment, among other digital items, entirely designed and created by users to grow and support open economies. There are plenty of tutorials online on how to create an NFT, which is essentially a digital proof of ownership and authenticity of a given item, virtual or not. But for those who are not particularly interested in this, there are other options to consider, like simply opening an NFT art gallery and selling someone else's work in return for a cut of the profits, or becoming an art broker, advising metaverse clients on how to best navigate this newly minted NFT world. NFTs might seem like they're dying right now because of overuse, but if the metaverse is able to wield them in certain ways, a boom just might be coming. Number 8, real estate. Virtual real estate has seen a massive boom lately, with the rush for digital land seeing plots in metaverses like Decentraland, Axie Infinity, and The Sandbox selling for millions. Clearly, there are a number of opportunities ready for the taking. Real estate flipping, purchasing plots of virtual land or digital properties and reselling them for a higher price, pocketing the difference. Real estate brokering. With so much real estate business to be made, the need for virtual real estate companies has only become greater. You could make generous commissions from connecting buyers and sellers, or simply giving out advice as a real estate broker. Renting. Just like in real life, you could buy a plot of land, build a house or another type of property, and then rent it out. You could also use your property for advertising, especially if your properties are located in high traffic areas. Real estate management. Another great way of monetizing your expertise in the metaverse real estate is to become a manager of other users' properties, including overseeing how virtual venues like concert halls and pieces of land are being best used. Real estate designing. Conceptualizing and bringing to life plots of land in metaverse buildings can be a very lucrative business. Whether it's private property, a shopping mall, or a stadium, the need for specialized 3D designers will soon become one of the most in-demand jobs in virtual worlds. It may sound ludicrous right now, but if it blows up like some expect it to, it might just work. Number 7, advertising. Many companies are rushing to the metaverse to set their virtual presence, but also to use it as a major advertising platform. Much like in the real world, brands can open stores in virtual malls and advertise products and services across a number of virtual platforms, including leasing and selling virtual reality ads. As more users join the metaverse, it's only expectable that it will become a massive marketing and advertising platform. This is arguably the easiest way to make money in the metaverse because advertising could literally be put anywhere in the metaverse and not cost as much as doing various other methods in the real world. Not to mention no physical labor outside of making the ad itself and intentionally placing it in a certain spot. Number 6, fashion. One of the first uses of the metaverse has been fashion. High-profile fashion houses like Louis Vuitton and Gucci are already experimenting with virtual clothing in the form of NFT collections. Gaming has also been another successful avenue for brand collaborations with initiatives like Burberry, Blankos, Block Party, Valentino, Animal Crossing. But just about anyone can create a digital clothing line and generate revenue in the metaverse. Even if you're not a fashion designer, you might enjoy coming up with different creations for your own avatars and help your friends customize theirs. Number 5, education. With the pandemic forcing schools to shut down and millions of students around the world having to sit in online classes, the potential of virtual schooling has become evident. As it continues evolving, the metaverse will become an increasing immersive space that will allow classes to become even more personalized and highly interactive. As such, tutoring and educational initiatives are sure to take off. Number 4, business creation. The metaverse is the perfect breeding ground for entrepreneurs. Users can open stores and kickstart their businesses more easily than in the real world. Be that in fashion, sports collectibles, real estate, or entertainment, there are an infinite number of businesses that can help you earn money in digital worlds. Number 3, gaming. Currently, gaming is the leading activity in metaverse-like environments like Roblox and Fortnite. Either by playing blockchain-based games or investing in metaverse activities, users are able to collect and trade in-game assets in return for tokens that could have real-world value, as in the case of play-to-earn games. You could also make money by building games others to play and enjoy in the metaverse. Number 2, tourism. With the world facing lockdown after lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic, many have turned to virtual reality tours for some much-needed escape. The metaverse will be a continuation of just that, and the idea is that historical sites and events of the physical world could eventually be recreated in virtual worlds. This will give rise to a number of jobs in the metaverse tourism sector like tour guides and travel agents. Number 1, virtual events. Entertainment will play a vital role in metaverses like Sensorium Galaxy, which will be hosting concerts by superstars like David Guetta and Armin van Buuren. Parties, concerts, and sporting events are sure to attract thousands, if not millions, of fans. And so promoters and hosts will have as much of a need as they are in the real world to make sure that virtual worlds have mind-blowing events. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at the metaverse and how you and others can potentially make money off of it in various ways? Do you think that scores of people are honestly going to try and make things work in the metaverse and make money from it? Do you think that the metaverse will ever be fully as operational as Zuckerberg thinks it will? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.